Today, back behind me, we're making a 1-inch concrete stone, and then we're taking everything else we've got and we're grinding it down into a spec C33 sand. The process begins back at our primary. We haul stone up from the pit, comes up to our primary, where we go through a crushing process to get it down to a size that's manageable. From there, we have about a 1-mile overland conveyor that brings the material up to our surge pile. Underneath that surge pile, there's 3 belt feeders. The belt feeders feed the material up to the first scalping screen. From there, we do a little screening, some separation. Some of the material there goes back to one of our crushers, the secondary crusher. We just have some reduction there that makes the material a little smaller. Goes back through that screening until finally it clears our scalping screens. From there, it runs up to a set of McClanahan blade mills that you can see up here. Water is introduced to the process at that point. Water is in there so the blade mills can do a little impacting on the material and clean it up. We're trying to get all the impurities out of it so we got a good clean stone. From there, there's a 4-deck screen, and we do our final screenings there. Some of the material, like I said earlier, goes out to the 1-inch stacker. The rest of it is redirected, goes to our tertiary crushers over here behind me, and from there it's ground down into sand. That sand material and water then is pumped up to our what we call the sand plant here, but really it's not a sand plant, it's our dewatering wheels. From there it puts it out into the piles and we've got our sand. And that's a brief introduction of how the plant runs.